Alrighty, we are live! Sorry for technical delays. I don't know why the last stream did not start. Stupid. Yeah, probably was the my internet kind of froze for a second. So I had to retry it. And now we're live! Alright, so what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for video number 2 on your 2 for Friday. This time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Oh, it's hot. 9. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down there inside of my fucking pants, otherwise known as the description box below on this channel and my other four, like the Four Horsemen, 4 main channels that are down there. Trust me, they're down there. So like the video, share the video all over the internet. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's the New York Knicks. Ha! And smack those bitches around like the Miami Heat did tonight. Fuck those bitches. Smack them all around. Turn on all notifications on that notification bell. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a video. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. Pretty much that's it. So, like, share, subscribe. Hell, leave a comment if you want. And you can come in the chat. The chat room's wide open like Rebby Sky's legs at a 24/7 7-Eleven. We talk about Smackdown. We talk about anything in the world of professional wrestling. The sport of professional wrestling that you want to talk about. Anything in the world you want to talk about. So, pretty much it. And this is your first time watching. Welcome to the party, pal! Hope you enjoy the ride, and if not, hop off, go suck somebody else's dick that has 5 subs, and it has a dead channel going nowhere. Those boring as fuck gaming videos, but going nowhere. But, in any case, you like wrestling, you like current events, music, movies, shooting the shit, whatever you want, you came to the right place. And that's the Killer Demons channel right here on YouTube.com. Killer Demons 669, my main channel. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I am a content creator. Talk about whatever the fuck I want. Mostly wrestling, sports, music, movies, politics, anything in the world. Rants up the wazoo that are very, very legendary. So, you came to the right place. So this is your first time watching. You're coming across YouTube, you're looking for a Smackdown review or wrestling related video. You see my gorgeous, sexy face, and like what you see, then hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you stay in the loop, and most importantly, hit that bell so you don't miss another video. And if you do, like I said, you're gonna miss out, and you have to search my channel and my name. And when you do find my channel, go to my live section, my video section, or my shorts section, and the latest video will be right there for you. You can't miss it. And if you do, then you got problems. And that's pretty much it. So welcome to the newbies, and welcome to my faithful subscribers and anybody else who's decided to watch here at 1:40 in the morning on May the 12th, 2023, or if you're watching now on the replay, May the 13th, 2023, Mother's Day weekend. Hope everybody has a great Mother's Day weekend, a great Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, all you MILFs, GILFs out there, cougars, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna have fun with my mama tomorrow. Gonna go to some lunch and hang out, and then me and the missus gonna do some stuff tomorrow. And then Sunday is Mother's Day. We are taking the day off. We're not doing nothing but watching some TV, and that's pretty much it. So kind of busy next couple weeks of this month. Very busy. I got a concert next week. I got an indie show next week. Busy week, and then Memorial Day weekend, big freaking weekend of wrestling. No Night of Champions. 2 weeks from as of this video, 2 weeks from today, we got Double or Nothing 5 and NXT Battleground the same goddamn day, the same goddamn time. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. And don't forget Monday Night Raw, the Memorial Day edition of Monday Night Raw, May the 29th, 2023, coming up pretty soon. So the unofficial start of summer is fast approaching. Can't wait for it. It's going to be a great summer for some of you. Not all of you, but it's going to be a great summer. I'm going to enjoy it. Watching some wrestling. Maybe sitting on a beach somewhere in the West Coast or maybe the East Coast. Who knows? But I'm going to enjoy it. Get some rest and relaxation, and probably by the end of the summer, I'll maybe be on the beach again. I don't know. Got a lot of things going for the summer. Lots of things to do. Vacations and trips and work and all the other shit. Making the money you wish you fucking had. But I'm going to get through a long summer of sports, wrestling, concerts coming up, festivals, movies. Some good movies coming out, and we'll see what happens with that. So hopefully, most of you will have a great summer and get to do all the good summer stuff that you want to do. And that's pretty much it. But for most of you, you'll be sitting on your ass watching my sexy ass and thinking about me so much that you come in your shorts. Or if you're a lady, you can come in your panties anytime you want, and you can splash on me. But guys, get away. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. Alright. It's late. It's Friday night, early Saturday morning here in the Northeast. Very hot day today. 87 degrees, almost 90 degrees today here in New York City. And tomorrow's going to be around 80, another 80 degree day. Well, it's supposed to rain a little bit to cool it down a little bit. It's going to cool down by Sunday. And then next week's going to be a little bit cool. And then back in the low 70s by next weekend. It's supposed to rain next Friday, which sucks! Because I got to go to a concert next week. Don't want to stand out in the fucking rain. But it is what it is. It's a local concert, nothing big like In This Moment or, New Year's Day or anything like that. It's just a local concert. A couple of my friends are going to be playing at a local bar in New York City, so that's going to be fun. Me and the missus are going. Got a couple of my friends going to be playing there. Like I said, it's going to be fun. Enjoy it next Friday night, and then next Saturday. Well, next weekend I got a big indie show. Can't wait for that one. And it's gonna be huge. That's all I gotta say about that. So, good old stuff next week. Can't wait for it. It's gonna be a busy weekend, and hopefully a good weekend next weekend. And that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check out my first video of the day on my PG Rants channel. The very evil, very scary, very legendary PG Rants channel. I talked about Elon Musk stepping down as CEO of Twitter, but he will stay on to do some various things here. And Linda Yaccarino is now the new CEO of Twitter. There's also talk that Twitter will be changing its name to X. Elon Musk wants to make Twitter like an everything app. I'm calling it X. It's great. Now we have Meta, we have X. I mean, what's next? We're going to have Alpha, Omega, and Sin. Is this Final Fantasy X? Actually, there was no Alpha and Omega, but there was Sin. Great YouTuber, by the way. Great gaming YouTuber. Alpha, Omega, Sin. He's around. He floats around YouTube. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. But we move on with that. So check that out. Link down below in the gobbledygook. So check it out on the Rant channel. Wasn't really a rant. I did rant a little bit about Twitter and YouTube and Elon Musk. Should have bought Twitter, should have bought YouTube instead of freaking Twitter. But now Neil owns this goddamn fucking website. Not doing much with it. It's kind of like Elon Musk fucking around with it. Now let's see how Linda Yaccarino, whatever her fucking name is, does with Twitter. Can it get any worse, can it? Well, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, pull up a cold one, ladies and gentlemen, because it is time at 1:47 a.m. in the morning on this hot, steamy, late Friday night, May the 12th, 2023, or like I said, if you're watching on the replay or from somewhere else in the world, May the 13th, 2023. It is time for your late night Smackdown review. No Rampage tonight. Remember, Rampage on tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow night. May go live, may not. If I go live, it'll only be for a little while because I want to get Rampage out of the way. But probably be late tomorrow night. Not around this time, probably about a little bit earlier, maybe around between 12 and 1 o'clock. I'll do a pretty short live Rampage review. So check it out tomorrow right here on the channel. So hit that bell so when that video goes up, you'll be first ones to know when it goes up. And that's pretty much it. And then Sunday, I will do TSL 65. I will do probably do a kind of a I might do like an open forum. Not open forum. I would do probably talk about like a vlogish type of video. Might go live for it as well tomorrow, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. We'll do something like that. We'll talk about the Niners schedule of games. Talk about the NFL schedule, the Jets. Not like a NFL preview. We're gonna do that in September, late August, early September. Probably around Labor Day. Maybe after Labor Day, we'll do the NFL preview for this year. Jets have eight primetime games. One of them is a Friday game, a Black Friday game against Miami. That's interesting. You never see a NFL game on a Friday. But the Jets will be playing on Friday night. Oh, that's gonna kill SmackDown, even though SmackDown's gonna be taped that night. But yeah, it's probably gonna be taped because it's during Thanksgiving weekend. So you got the Thanksgiving games, then you got a Jet game on that Friday, which I think is the 24th this year. I think I gotta check the dates. And then you got college football on Saturday. Then you got that week of football on Sunday. That's a pretty damn good weekend. Thanksgiving weekend coming up this November. So like I said, the Jets have eight primetime games. 8. Well, that's what Aaron Rodgers would get you. Niners have a couple of primetime games, not a lot, but they got a couple. But then again, the flex schedule. But I do know week 13, the rematch of all rematches from the NFC title game, Niners and Eagles. I don't know if that's in Santa Clara or it's in that shithole in Philadelphia again. But Niners are coming for revenge. Revenge. The Revenge of the Revenge Part 4 tour. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with our quarterback situation, but right now, Trey Lance is slated to possibly be the quarterback for the Niners this year, like he was last year, and then he got hurt, and then Jimmy G came in, and then started for a couple games, and then got hurt. I think around week 7 or week 8, and then Brock Purdy took the Niners to the promised land. Well, not the promised land. Took them to the NFC West title. Number 2 seed in the league next to Philadelphia. Got them all the way to the NFC title game, and then we all know what happened with that. The Eagles cheated. They hurt him. They took him out of the game, even though he could have came back, but didn't want to, tear his arm off completely. He had UCL surgery. Don't know what's going to happen with him right now. kind of in limbo with Brock Purdy. I mean, they did sign Sam Darnold. Why? I mean, as a possible second string quarterback or a emergency quarterback. God forbid. I mean, Brock Purdy's still on the team. I guess we'll know by August. But Brock said that, I don't know when he's going to start throwing yet. Trey Lance started throwing. So he's getting ready for possibly be the quarterback for the Niners this season. So as far as Brock Purdy, I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew what's going to happen with Brock Purdy and the Niners. I mean, they said he was going to come back possibly by September for week 1 of the NFL season in the league where they play for pay. But even Brock said I might not even play this year. I'm like, oh great. So, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that the Niners. I mean, I looked at the schedule. Not easy. Not easy. Because you got the division games. That's 8 division games, basically. No, I take that back. Yeah, I was right. I was right the first time. Because you got 3 teams, times that by 2 home games. So it's really 6. Okay, 6. 6 division games. And then you got the other 11 weeks. Plus the bye week. I don't even know when the bye week is. I know the Jets got a bye week in week 7. And that freaking Black Friday game. But the New York Football Giants start on Sunday Night Football against them Cowboys. So for week 1, it's going to be a pretty good Sunday night game. My dad is going to be up all night watching that game. I think it's September the 9th. In MetLife Stadium. It's like every year the Giants and the Cowboys start against each other. It's just random. Like, why? And the Giants and Jets play this year. I don't know what week, but not the annual, but I think it's every 4 years, 3 or 4 years the Giants and Jets play. Not counting the preseason, because that's every year. That doesn't count. I'm talking about regular season. Giants and Jets will play this year. I think the Jets are going to London this year. I'm not sure. I don't have the book, like, the Bible of all sports talk, like this one. I will be getting the football book in July. So, freaking $11 book. This is $11. I got this at Walgreens. Well, I usually get that. Sometimes I can order it from Lindy's. I usually get Lindy's or Athlon Sports. The one of these, the yearbook, basically, all the statistics, the schedules, and everything. It's good. Or you can order it online from Lindy's Sports online. You can get it at Athlon online, but it's the same price, but it's with shipping and handling, so it's like between $13 and $16, depending where you live. So, I mean, I could get it for $13, $15, but I'd rather just get it at the store because it's there early. I mean, the same thing when ordering it. I can just get it. I can get it now. I don't even know if it's out now, but I could get it now if I wanted to. But I'm too lazy to do it. But we will be talking football come late August, early September for my annual NFL preview. I talk about the Jets, the Giants, the Niners, talk about the other football teams in the NFL and the league where they play for pay. Give you my kind of preliminary Super Bowl prediction for Super Bowl LVIII this year, 58. That's LVIII for you people that love Roman numerals. I think it's in Arizona this year. I think it's in Arizona. I don't know, but I think the Super Bowl is in Arizona this year. I'm not sure, but next year, I should say, not this year, next year. But we'll see what happens with that. But well, it's a long way to the Super Bowl. Long way. The Titans are getting a new stadium in 2027. It's going to be built in 2026. And that's going to be the home of possible Super Bowl later on. And WrestleMania 43 in 2027. Already at 39, so 40 will be in that shithole in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. 41, we don't know yet. Possibly it might be in Minnesota. 42, don't know. But 43 is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. Yep! At the new Titans Stadium. So we got that. WrestleMania 40 this year will be April 6th and 7th. Not like April 1st and 2nd like this year's was. Because next year's a leap year. Don't forget, leap year next year. So we got 29 days in February. Everything else is pushed forward about a day or two. So that's why WrestleMania next year will be April 6th and 7th in Philadelphia. Hopefully the weather will be warm. I highly doubt that, but you never know. Hopefully it won't rain it'd be like a monsoon or anything like that. Hopefully it'll be warm in Philly, but that's asking too much. Especially in April. But you never know. You never know. It could be nice and sunny, 85 degrees at night. Well, not at night, but during the day. For a Saturday and Sunday show. But it's in the Northeast, which I really don't like WrestleManias being in the Northeast. I mean, especially in like MetLife Stadium. I mean, it's a great stadium, don't get me wrong, but it's a bitch to get home from if you're taking a train. You better have a car, or God forbid you find an Uber. Getting out of there is going to be a bitch with all that traffic. 80,000 people getting out in that place at like 1 o'clock in the morning. No, well, like 12 o'clock at night, depending when the WrestleMania ends. You're going to be there a while. And I don't know if there's a bus that goes back to Newark Penn Station or to Penn Station in New York City. If there is, you better good luck trying to get one. Or trying to get there on time. Because I remember WrestleMania 30, there was 35. A lot of people got stuck in New Jersey because they took the train. Not me. I mean, I didn't go, but I would have took a car, or I would have went with somebody. I tried to go to 29 actually. The first time it was in MetLife Stadium, I tried to go, but tickets were like gone. I was gonna go with my brother from another mother because he lives right there, basically. Like I'd say about an hour, maybe an hour and a half away. He's pretty close to MetLife Stadium, so I could have went if I had the money, and I could have stayed over his house a couple of days, and then go to WrestleMania. Maybe I think this was, 29 was before the 2-night event, so I could have stayed over for the weekend. I could have went down Friday night, stayed Friday night, stayed Saturday, and then go to WrestleMania Sunday night, stay Sunday night, and go home Monday. I could have got driven into the city by my brother-in-law, and then took the train home, and I would get tired, but or maybe me and Rosa could have went to his house, stay the weekend, and then go home on Monday, either by bus or he takes us to into the city. It is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about football. We're gonna talk about a lot of wrestling come this summer with Forbidden Door 2 coming up in June. Money in the Bank from London. We're gonna talk about that. If I'm around, like I said, I don't know when my vacation is. Could be a couple weeks from now. It could be sometime in June, maybe July. But you won't know. I know, but I will know, but you won't know. But so if you don't see me for a while, you know I will possibly be on a beach in the West Coast or on the East Coast. So I could split it. That's how it is. But we move on. All right, enough about that. let's get to the chat, which is wide open like Rebby Sky's fucking legs. I mean, it's wide open. It's like that great song by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Into the great wide open. That's how open Rebby Sky's legs are. Wide. Like a 24/7 7-Eleven. She'll give you a squishy. Rose flavored. Right, Matt Hardy? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got my good buddy Will Rally Sport Rally in the chat. At 7 o'clock in the morning, UK time. He says, "Hi, Pete." Well, hello, sir. Just woke up at 6:50. Well, woke up like about 10 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago. 6:50 a.m. UK time. Gonna have tea and biscuits with the you're gonna have tea and biscuits with the Queen. Or with the King. I don't remember if you ever told me what part of England you live in. Or the UK, I should say. If you're still watching. You never told me what part of the UK you live. But you're up at 7:02 in the morning, having tea and crumpets with the King, the Duchess, or just by yourself. Okay. Hope you have a good Saturday, my friend, a good Mother's Day weekend. That's it. All right, we got David. David. Is your last name Lee Roth? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, David says, at this point, Jey Uso will beat Roman at Mania. Nobody's beating Roman at Mania. Stop it. Stop it. Roman is going to be the champion of all champions. I'm sorry. If the rumors are true, because there's a lot of rumors about Roman, that he's not going to lose till September 2024. He's going to beat Bruno Sammartino's record. I highly doubt that. I mean, he has to go another 5 years as champ. I doubt that will happen because, WWE, people will be like, oh, this reign is stale. It's not going anywhere. He's beating the same people. You do know there's people in NXT that will come up, right? Grayson Waller. Maybe Braun Breaker comes up later this year or next year. Probably next year. They could put... Ciampa's going to be on Raw, so I don't think that'll work unless he wins the Royal Rumble. Or Money in the Bank this year or next year. They could try it again with Cody, but, Cody lost, so he's going to lose again. But, yeah, I think I'd like to see Jey and Roman go at it, but I don't think it's going to be at Mania. I think it might happen at Money in the Bank, to be honest with you, David. I think it might happen at Money in the Bank. Because Roman, I think, is going to be performing and will be at Money in the Bank. Doing what? He could actually be in Money in the Bank, win it, and then pin Seth Rollins, who's probably slated to win the freaking World Heavyweight Championship at Night of Champions against I'll talk about that in a minute. But Roman looks like he's going to win all those belts. He's going after the tag team belts now with Solo, but we all know he's not going to. I would be shocked if him and Solo win the belts at Night of Champions. But I think the way we saw tonight, I don't think he's going to win the tag team belts with Solo. But then again, who knows? Who knows? But we'll talk about it in a little bit. But as far as Jey goes, I could probably see him and Roman possibly at Money in the Bank. And Jey already, I think Jey was the last person to actually pin Roman, I think. Well, actually, they said Baron Corbin, but where did you think this storyline started? The whole Bloodline storyline started 3 years ago with Jey Uso. Could it end with Jey? Possibly. Never say never, you don't know. Who do you think will beat Roman? I think it will be Jey. Like I said, it could be Jey. It could be anybody. I mean, that's up to Vince McMahon and Triple H. Really, Triple H. And creative. But at this point, you know who else is on creative? That guy named Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So, I don't know if it's going to be a Vince decision it could be a Roman decision. He's like, oh, I'm tired of these belts. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to go do Hollywood. I want to sit on a beach on the island of Relevancy and bang my hot wife some more. I just want to retire. I want to get out of here. You know, he can just drop the belts to somebody. You know, like, I don't need these belts anymore. I'll drop it to some guy from NXT. But right now they have nobody, maybe besides Jay, that can take the belts from Roman. Not going to be Cody. I doubt Cody. I mean, I don't think Cody's going to win Money in the Bank. He's going to lose to Brock at Night of Champions. And then he may be in Money in the Bank. I think Eli Drake will be in Money in the Bank. And there were rumors of him winning Money in the Bank. But do you really think that Eli Drake, of all people, will cash in on Roman and win? Come on! I'd rather have Eli Drake go after the World Heavyweight Championship and win it. Yeah! But, I mean, there's no definite winner for Money in the Bank yet, even on the women's side, where they said Io was going to win. I'm still hoping Io wins and then faces off against either Rhea Ripley or Bianca, get that rematch. I mean, she had a great match at Backlash, got screwed over by Bayley. But if it was just one-on-one, I think Io would have won that match. If no Bayley, no Dakota Kai involvement, Io would have won that match. Hands down, she would have won. So, never say never to a rematch. So, she can win at Money in the Bank. And then, you know, whoever Bianca faces at SummerSlam, Bianca did get her ass handed to her. Or possibly Io wins it at Money in the Bank, cashes in the same night. And we'll see what happens with that. There's a helicopter flying over my house. There's a traffic helicopter! Breaker 19, Breaker 19. We got a 6-car pileup on the highway. Breaker 19 at 2:08 in the morning. Breaker 19. We got a 6-car pileup on the highway. So I live near the airport, so. I don't have a soundproof house. I wish I did. But it is what it is. But I think if anybody beats Roman, God, let's hypothetically say I did do a couple of videos on my Peter Joseph channel, David. If you want to go look on my channel, link to my channel is down below, the Peter Joseph channel. I did do a couple of videos on who should beat Roman. So if you want to look at that, you can look at that. I guess probably see maybe like a guy like Seth Rollins probably doing it. If not, maybe a Braun Breaker. But like I said, they have to build somebody up for Roman. It's not going to be The Rock. I can't see The Rock winning. Winning the titles from Roman? No. I think it was a bad idea for The Rock to beat CM Punk. I know it was for a reason because it led into the whole John Cena storyline. But Punk should have beat The Rock. Then lose to, I don't know, maybe Cena, maybe The Undertaker. Not The Rock. 434 days and he loses to The Rock. Yeah. But as far as your comment, wouldn't be surprised if it was The Rock. That'd be a Vince thing, possibly. I mean, it was supposed to happen possibly at WrestleMania 40, but I mean, it's May 13th right now. We're not even sniffing WrestleMania 40 right now. I mean, they did tease Bianca and Rhea, maybe title for title, but we don't know if how long Rhea's gonna be champ for. Bianca might go another year as champ, trying to be the female Roman. Or right now she's a female John Cena, so you can, whatever comparison you want to do, female John Cena, female Roman. I know, I mean, she's got a match now at Night of Champions against Asuka, a rematch from WrestleMania. Because Asuka, I don't know why Asuka didn't get the a rematch. We didn't see Asuka till, I mean, even after WrestleMania. So now she's thrust into this picture again. Now she's heel. She's full heel now. Because that build-up that they had was terrible. Because Asuka's like dancing. Like, I thought she's supposed to be evil Asuka. What the hell is going on? She's dancing. I mean, it's great she has the, the evil clown. I mean, but clowns are evil. You're dancing around. You're supposed to be evil. I don't get it. I mean, now that we saw... Sorry about that. Anyway, for all my I don't know if Real Rowdy's still here. Don't time anybody out unless they say really something stupid. But I think I have the comments on strict. So if somebody says like stupid or curses curses, I'll see that the message is held for review. So I have to do it on my end. So sorry to all you people who are trying to leave me good comments and, you're saying stupid and fuck and asshole and stuff like that, I'm trying to keep a good show here, but it is what it is. But we move on with that. But as far as the Rock, no. Roman is going to smash, stack, pin that piece of crap, The Rock. Fuck The Rock. I would do an eyebrow raise, but my other eyebrow hurts right now. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about that. Earlier this morning, I woke up, this eye over here, it was puffy as fuck. I don't know if I had a pink eye or I had a sty. It was pain in the ass. I have a little pimple around my eyebrow area, but I don't know how it got into my eyelid. But it felt like my eye was about to close. So kind of annoying most of the day. I put a warm washcloth on my eye. I did put a little. I did kind of alternate. Put warm washcloth on my eye, over my eye, and then an ice pack. I thought the ice pack was a bad idea, so I've been kind of alternating during the day with the washcloth. So, but it's fine. It looks fine now. Looks way better than it was this morning and early this afternoon. So if you watch my Elon Musk video, you see how kind of it was getting a little bit worse. Not worse, but it was getting a little bit bad. So it was like my eye was. I got into a fight. Maybe with Rose, but I didn't get into a fight. It just looked really puffy. So, but it's fine now. It looks great. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It looks great. So I just got to monitor it a little bit overnight, and I'll see how I wake up. And if it gets a little bit worse, then I will go to urgent care, probably Sunday or maybe Monday, just to get it checked out. Might have to get some be on medication for a little bit. But, I had to stay away from Rosa and everything. Because pink eye is contagious. So, sucks. Good old Diet Pepsi. The drink of champions. That's pretty much it. Alright, let's move on. Alright, we're going to get to Smackdown a little bit. Just answering a lot of comments. Thank you, David, for coming in, by the way. Where you calling? I feel like I'm on my radio show again. Where you chiming in from there, David? David! I like saying that. You know why I say that? Because it's from a David Lee Roth video. I think it's for either Just a Gigolo or Yankee Rose. Where they're like right here on Dave TV. David! We're on the air, David! Did you like that music video? I know you did, right here on Dave TV. Okay. I'm just a J-Lo, and everywhere I go, people know. I'm not gonna sing. Pay for every dance, selling each romance. Ooh, what to say? That's a great song, by the way. Nice. That's a cover of an oldies song, but David Lee Roth, like, ooh. He made that video look good with the ladies and everything, and the Michael Jackson impersonator with the Willie Nelson impersonator. I think there was another one. There was another impersonator in that video. Great video, by the way. David Lee Roth, boozy bop. Let's move on. That Mania should have been a triple threat: Cena versus Rock versus Punk. That could have been good. I still think Cena probably would have won that. Or maybe they would have gave it to The Rock. I don't know. But yeah, I would rather see a triple threat match. I think Cena should have beat The Rock by controversy, and then The Rock gets his rematch, and then somehow Cena gets involved. You know how Cena loves to get involved in things back then. Could have saw that, but I think it was 29. So that was the year. No, it's 20. I think it was 28 or 29. So 20. I think it was. What year was Punk and Taker? I think Punk versus Taker was 28. I think maybe it was 29. But well, what might have been. It's like I always say, what ifs of wrestling. What if CM Punk beat The Rock at the Royal Rumble, continued his 400-plus day reign as champ? How long would his title reign would have been? Not like Brock Lesnar, like 504 days. But he would have got, I would say Punk would have went 450, 60, probably almost close to 500 if The Rock didn't beat him. It is what it is. Alright, the comment that I had that held for review. Sadly, Vince is too stupid to see potential, you think? Vince just loves big, beefy men slapping meat. That's what he does. That's what he does. And that's why his company basically is Roman holding the company on his giant shoulders. And is just tearing through the roster. Whether it be on Raw, Smackdown, the people coming up from NXT. I mean, now he's got new challengers now that the roster changed again. He's got AJ, Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Bobby. Could throw Jay and Jimmy Uso in there. That's 7 people. Possibly a Grayson Waller. That's 8. I was gonna say Austin Theory, but so that's 9. But not many people left for Roman to beat. I mean, well, to face, I should say. I mean, it's just like we're gonna lap around the roster another year or 2 until they actually have somebody that can beat Roman. And like I said, this Bloodline storyline, I don't know how long it's gonna go. I mean, we're getting close to 4 years now. So it started in 2019. No, 2020, I should say. So it's getting on 3 years now. 3 or 4 years now. I mean, it's gonna have to end sometime. But Roman, I mean, yeah, it's like Hogan all over again. Remember when Hogan held the belt for 5 years? 5. I don't remember what year it was that. I don't remember. I gotta look at what year he actually held it from the 5 years, 1400 and change. What was it? 1450, 1475, I think it was. And then he finally lost the belt. I don't remember what year that was. But yeah, Hogan held the belt for 3 years, from 85 from WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 4. Well, before 4. Before 4. Remember that Saturday Night's main event? We all remember that. When he lost to Andre the Giant, and then they had a stupid tournament for WrestleMania 4, which the Macho Man won. And then Hogan got it back at WrestleMania 5. And then he lost it. And then he had to win it back at WrestleMania 7. And then lost it pretty damn quick. Because he didn't have it at 8. Won it back at 9. And then lost it 2 months later to Yokozuna. Back to Yokozuna. And then he never held the WWE title again until he came back in 2002. Where he beat, who did he beat? I think he beat The Undertaker. I think, was it The Undertaker he beat for the Undisputed title? So I know he held the Undisputed title, but I forgot who he beat. I think it was The Undertaker. And then he lost to The Undertaker. And then he never sniffed the WWE title again. He won the tag team belts with Edge, which I thought was ridiculous. He didn't even hold it that long. Yeah, we won. Oh, we lost. So yeah, Hogan was a tag team champion. Go figure that one out. But it was mostly he never won like an IC belt or the US title, anything like that, even a TV title, anything like that. He never held, he never held the IWGP title. He did wrestle in Japan. He fought, who did he fight? I was thinking of Onita. Yeah, Hogan versus Onita. You know Hogan would have died in that match. The way that Onita is, Hogan would have been in an electric barbed wire match and died. Brother, nothing can withstand these 24-inch punches. Brother. No, he fought, what's his name? Not Onita. Who's the other guy? It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of his fucking name. I can't think of his name. But he did wrestle in Japan, and it was actually more technical. He was like doing drop kicks, doing insecurities and shit. It wasn't Onita. I can't think of the guy's name. Fuck. And this is when he was in WCW. I never saw Hogan do a drop kick. I'm like, drop kick? Flying off the top rope? What? Where's this? Where was this back in 1984? Never saw that. I mean, he did do a lot of technical wrestling in the AWA when he first came up. When he first was around, like as the Incredible Hulk Hogan. He was more technical, lots of flying moves. He was like, the guy looked like a cruiserweight. But then he took all those steroids, brother. Now we know, and, you know, later on in his WCW career, you could tell that he was getting older, brother, and he was slowing down, and his body looked like shit. Even when he came back with the NWO in 2002, he didn't look like the prime Hulk Hogan. He looked like old man fossil Jollywood Hogan. But he only beat The Undertaker once, twice, but once. He won that Tuesday in Texas stupid thing. He beat The Undertaker by chicanery. That pissed me off. Freaking Taker wins his first belt. His first of 3 world titles. I think it was 3 or 4. He beats Hogan at the Survivor Series. 2 days later, he loses the belt, which pissed me off. Why? Why did Hogan even lose at the Survivor Series then? He should have lost that Tuesday in Texas. That's what they should have reversed it. Then Hogan beat The Undertaker, and then Undertaker's like, oh, fuck this. I'm going to beat the fuck out of him in Texas. And then Taker should have held the belt for like a year. I mean, Taker's reigns weren't even that long. Have you noticed that? In the 30 years of The Undertaker, he didn't really hold that belt for long. All his reigns were short, which pissed me off. He's The Undertaker. Why is he losing in like 3 months to Brock Lesnar or something like that? Why? 3 months? He should have held the belt for a year. That's a fucking Undertaker. Boggles my fucking mind. Anyway. Alright, move on. I mean, in the 90s, Vince did a perfect job, but now he's ruining everything. That's for sure. And not even his stupid son-in-law can save the company right now. Or even, well, even when Stephanie was around. Hi, Steph. You know how my fascination with Stephanie McMahon. Hi, Steph. But anyway, even Triple H and Stephanie could barely even make WWE the global conglomerate that it is. Right now, it's still doing good, but you know, you got AEW doing 70,000 tickets in a week. They're gonna sell out Wembley. They are selling out Wembley Stadium. I mean, they got Will Ospreay on the show. Aussie Open's on the show. They're getting a guy from New Japan. I don't know if that was a surprise. That was gonna be Ospreay. It could be somebody else. Okada? Tanahashi? I mean, Punk is probably going to be on that show against who? I don't know. There's a rumor that Zack Sabre Jr. might be on that show. I mean, come on. He's from England. Paige will be on that show, possibly taking on Jade Cargill or maybe Jamie Hayter for the Women's World Championship, for the TBS Championship. Paige is definitely going to be there. It's our home country. We can see FTR against Aussie Open for, well, depends. Because we might see that at Forbidden Door. The AEW tag belts versus the Ring of Honor tag team belts, which the Lucha Brothers could possibly still have. We'll see. And then Aussie Open has the New Japan Strong and the IWGP tag team belts. So it could be a winner take all at Forbidden Door, or maybe to do a winner take all at All In. So FTR maybe can get back those IWGP tag belts they had only a short run, and they get the New Japan Strong tag team belts, which is a new title for them. They can be triple champions again, or Aussie Open becomes triple champions. Who knows? Who knows? But I would love to see Zack Sabre Jr. and Bryan Danielson in Wembley Stadium. That match was slap, you know what. As far as Punk goes, Punk could face Cole. Punk could face MJF again for the belt. I mean, who knows? Right now, Punk he's not going to face Jericho. They were thinking of his first match, which is going to be on Collision against Jericho, but Punk is kind of trying to politic a match with Samoa Joe for the 4th time. Yeah, 4th time. You say, why 4? Remember Joe versus Punk in Ring of Honor in 2006? I do, because I was there. The match in freaking New York was fucking amazing. That whole Summer of Punk was great. I was there for that too. That was great. I mean, Joe's 2-year run as champ was great. He is the number 1 guy in all of Ring of Honor to hold the world title longer than anybody. 630 it was almost getting close to 2 years. It was around, I think it ended at 620 something or 630. The only person to hold the Ring of Honor title almost for 2 years. And any champion they had. Nigel never held it for 2 years. He held it for a year. Danielson, the same thing. Held it for a year. Marufuji, I don't know how long Marufuji held the belt. Jay Lethal, we all know, held the belt for 420 some odd days in his first reign. Adam Cole didn't hold it that long, but he held it. He's the only person that held it 3 times. I think. I have to check that. But I mean, when I went to that show and I did Ring of Honor trivia and it was on Facebook, on the Ring of Honor Facebook page, it was live. I don't know how the hell I messed that up. I messed up on a question of what was the last event in the Hammerstein Ballroom. It was freaking Glory by Honor Ladder War 3. I'm like, I said Ladder War 3, but then Larry Ledger's like, can you be more specific? I'm like, oh shit. And I couldn't think of it. And I said Death Before Dishonor. And I was wrong. It was Glory by Honor. I was like, fuck! I knew it too. I couldn't think of it at the time. I was so nervous. But the question before me, like the kid didn't even know who the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion was. I knew it. I knew it right away. He knew it. I forgot what he said. I think he said Nigel. I forgot what he said. But then, does anybody else know? And I go, Samoa Joe, 620 some odd days. And I was right. It's like, oh, I go, Larry, I should have won the thing right now. Can I win now? It's like, no, because there was another kid with me. So I was like, shit, I'm in the finals. So I lost in the finals to some other kid who went backstage and met one of his favorite wrestlers. I could have met the Bucks or Adam Cole, baby. I could have went backstage after the freaking show. I forgot what show it was, actually. It was Manhattan Mayhem. One of the Manhattan Mayhems, I think it was 6 or not. I don't know, 6. I forget what event it was, but I could have went backstage and met all the ROH wrestlers. I could have took a ton of pics. Sadly, I was this close. But I did meet Adam Cole. I met the Bucks. Met Marty. Never met Kenny yet. Because Kenny never did a freaking autograph signing, even when he was in Ring of Honor back in the day before he became the cleaner, the guy, the great Kenny Omega we all know and love now. I met Kevin Steen a ton of times, Generico, before he turned into that guy named Sami Zayn. I don't know who that guy Sami Zayn is. Is that Generico's cousin? Because we all know Generico steals orphans from the orphanage in Mexico. That's that guy. The guy with the mask. I wonder why why all the migrants are coming in, because Generico's in Mexico trying to get him to escape, you know what I mean? Ask Kevin Steen about that. He'll tell you. Generico is the guy, like the man responsible for all the migrants coming into the United States. It's a proven fact. Maybe they should find him and freaking throw him in jail. Stop doing that! Generico! Stop! You freaking mark! But we move on. Oh yeah, but yeah, Vince ruined his company. Long time. He's doing it a long time. He's lost it. Hulk Hogan will beat Roman and break the few healthy bones he has. Yeah, sure. Okay, Hogan. Jollywood Hogan, 69-year-old Hulk Hogan is gonna beat Roman. Yeah. Okay. Hogan can't even take a bump and he'll be paralyzed. One bump and he's done. But he is jacked. They showed a picture, I think, on his birthday. Or, I don't know, they showed a pic of him now. He is jacked. I'm not talking about steroids jacked. He is jacked. Like he goes to the gym, brother. Lifting those weights, brother. Eating my vitamins, drinking my milk, and saying my prayers to Almighty Hulk Hogan, brother. Brother. But Hogan, come on. The only thing Hogan can break is his girlfriend's pussy. That's what he can break. Brother, my 24-inch steroid-using cock. Brother. Okay, Hogan. Okay, well, let's calm down. Anyway, just like that one time Hogan beat Randy with his gimmick, the Legend Killer, which was one of the most stupid things I ever seen. No, the stupidest thing I ever saw was Hogan versus Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam. Remember that one? How freaking bad that match was? Hogan busted wide open, bleeding like a freaking faucet. That match was bad. I hated that match. Freaking Shawn Michaels overselling the crap out of that match. And Hogan was legitimately pissed in that match. He was like, oh, he's fucking overselling the move. No, I don't know if Hogan was legitimately pissed at Shawn Michaels after the match. I don't know what went on in the back. I don't know. But I didn't really like this match with Orton either. I didn't like it. I mean, the storyline was, Orton trying to get with Bookie Hogan, brother. Randy trying to slither his way, using his Viper to fuck Brooke Hogan in the ass, you know what I mean? Bookie Hogan. Bookie Hogan. She doesn't really look that good anymore, Brooke Hogan. She's older now, but she doesn't look that great. This is my opinion. But we got somebody who looks 10 times hotter. That's Tiffany Stratton. Looks like Brooke Hogan. That's who looks like Brooke Hogan. Tiffany Stratton. I love Tiffany Stratton. She's going to be the next NXT Women's Champion. I can't wait for NXT Battleground. Not that I'm going to watch it. I'm not watching it live. I'm watching Double or Nothing on May the 28th. I am not watching Battleground. I watched a replay on Memorial Day, but I am not watching it live. I'm watching Double or Nothing. But yeah, that match, that Hogan versus Michaels sucked, and figured Hogan versus Orton was bleh. I would have loved for Orton to beat Hogan. That was a SummerSlam as well, right? I think. I would have loved for Orton to beat Hogan. I would have marked the fuck out. I'm like, Orton beat him, he beat him. But they catered to Hogan. Brother, I'm gonna beat the Legend Killer, brother. But Hogan couldn't barely even fucking move in that match. Should have never won that match. Randy should have buried him. Buried Hulkamania forever. Brother. Alright, it is what it is. And that's that. Alright, now, let's get to Smackdown. Thank you, David, for the nostalgia and all that good stuff. But chat room's still open if you want to talk about Smackdown, you want to talk about AEW, NXT, New Japan, indie stuff, movies, music, politics, whatever you want to talk about. Within reason. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so Smackdown was a pretty decent show. As we're 2 weeks away from Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, with the Blood Prince will be attending. And Roman will be there. And his 1,000 days as champion. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a great day, May the 27th. 2 weeks away from today. Gotta love it. Can't wait. Alright, so SmackDown emanated from the Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee, at the University of Tennessee. Yep. And our commentary team, as always, of Mitchell Cole and my good friend, Bad News Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Gotta love Wade Barrett. Gotta love that guy. Man, it should have been a champion, but he was not. World champion, not Intercontinental champion, tag champion, nothing like that. Should have been a world champion. At least he beat Cena, that was nice. But it is what it is. Alright, so SmackDown, with the SmackDown side of the World Title Tournament tonight, it was pretty damn good. Now, I thought Bobby was going to win, but I had AJ Styles to win. And we'll see who wins. Alright, so we start the show off with the opening sequence. And we are live from Knoxville, Tennessee. We open up with the World Championship title first round on SmackDown. We had Rey Mysterio, Booyaka Booyaka. And against Hey Kids, it's Edge, who gets the he gets an entrance, and Rey and AJ Styles get jobber entrances. What? Why would you start that match with Edge just coming out and Rey and AJ already in the ring? Why? No wonder Oscar's and Bianca Belair's segment was rushed. Dumb. Have Edge with the freaking entrance. But anyway, we start with this match. Pretty good banger of a match to start the show off. And don't forget, as like on Raw, the winners of this match and the other triple threat match will face off in the main event, and that winner will face off against Seth Rollins, who won on Raw this past Monday night at Night of Champions, and the winner of that will become the new World Heavyweight Champion. We got that. All right, so we start off with Edge. Oops, I lost my notes here. So, a second. All right, Edge sunset flip to AJ, sending Ray flying. And then Edge hits an Edge-O-Matic for a near fall on AJ. Get back up, AJ hits a sliding forearm on Edge. Then a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, circa 1935, for a near fall on Ray. And Wade Barrett pointed out that the three of them have 90 years of experience between them in that ring. 90? 90? I mean, I know Ray is at 20 just had his 20th or 25th anniversary in WWE. I guess they counted WCW as well. So okay, so it's maybe 30 years each. I didn't know AJ was around 30. AJ's 30. AJ can't be 30 years. Can't be. AJ started in 2002, I believe. So he has 21 years experience. Take Ray, who has about 30 some odd years experience, and Edge, who has 25, close to 30. That can't be right. It can't be 90. I think they over-exaggerated that number. But anyway, Ray gets in a few kicks. Then we got a four-way slam by Edge. Goes to the spear, gets broken up by a double kick to face. And then Ray hurricanes AJ into the corner. Then we get a code red by Ray on Edge for a near fall. AJ sends Ray to the floor. Edge then catches Ray in a hangman's DDT. And AJ hits a drop kick, drives both of them down as we go to break. We come back again. Edge hits a double spear through the ropes. And it kind of hurt himself on the way down. Like, he hit the spear and he DDT'd himself. So we got a big crash on the floor. As Edge is down on the floor, AJ grabs a calf crusher on Ray. But then Edge comes back in, adds a crossface at the same time. I wonder how that would have worked if Ray would have tapped. Could we saw a triple threat match in the main event? Maybe. That would have been weird. But anyway, Edge and AJ headbutt each other to break it up. And then they slug it out. Ray comes back, tries a 619, gets caught with a double drop kick as everyone is down again. They get back up, they go to the corner for a sunset flip bomb into a Tower of Doom spot, which is nice. Edge gets up first and knocks in the Educator before switching to AJ. As AJ gets to the ropes, which means nothing in a triple threat match. But the referee's like, break the hold! I'm like, dummy! There's no rope break. Anyway. And then there was a Ray came off the top it looked like a top rope DDT, and Edge kind of like messed up the move, and Ray went down, looked like it was a midair spear. So Ray was down, and then AJ hits a phenomenal forearm on Edge. 1, 2, 3, AJ Styles picks up the win. And a little over 16 minutes, but a very good match. I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. That's it. And now AJ will take on either Sheamus, Bobby Lashley, or Austin Theory in the main event of Smackdown. But very good match. 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Good banger of a match. And we move on with that. But, Edge and Ray look strong, so the loss doesn't hurt them that much. When we move on. All right, they'll get a recap of the Usos' recent losses at Mania, and then a couple weeks ago to Dean Jericho, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Tag Belts. And then we saw what happened at Backlash, where basically Solo got them to win, even though he almost hit Jay with the Samoan Spike. So we're gonna see what happens with them. We're gonna hear from Roman in a little bit. So we'll see what happens. All right, then we go to match number 2, the second and final match in the first round of the tournament. We have Bobby Lashley taking on Austin Theory, the United States champion, and Sheamus Fella. Austin Theory's title is not on the line. Why would it be? So Theory rolls outside to start, and then Bobby and AJ fight. Feels like TNA all over again. And then Theory gets clotheslined as he comes back in, goes to the floor again, which allows Lashley to knock Sheamus. Why did I say AJ? I'm thinking Sheamus and Bobby go at it. Sorry, I didn't mean to go. Well, that's later, but so I kind of went ahead of myself. Sorry about that. All right, so Lashley knocks Sheamus into the corner for a running shoulder block to the ribs, but Sheamus comes back, knocks Lashley to the apron with the clubbing blows of doom, and then does the same thing to Theory. We go to break, we come back. Lashley sends Theory into the ring post. Ow. They go back in, and Lashley drops Sheamus with a clothesline, runs into a big boot in the corner. Lashley comes right back with a belly-to-belly suplex, but Theory comes back in, so it's going crazy. Sheamus shrugs it off, runs Theory over, and then he puts Theory on the top rope, hits super white noise for a near fall. We come back in, and we see Lashley is busted wide open, because I think he got sent into the ring post, and he had a big knot on his head for that match, and we'll see later. Bobby's bleeding, spears Sheamus, we get sent into the ring post, shoulder first, and then Theory rolls him up for a near fall. Theory elbows Lashley in the head, goes to 8 count down, and gets counted into a spine buster. And then Lashley locks in the hurt lock, but Sheamus does the brogue kick on Theory, but Lashley sends Sheamus to the outside and steals the pin as he pins Theory at just under the 13-minute mark. And that's pretty much it for that. So that match was a pretty good banger of a match. 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. So in the main event, we have Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles. Kind of feels like a TNA World Title match, circa 2011 or 12, and we get all that. So we'll see what happens with that. So 3.25 out of 5 stars for that, and we will move on with that. All right. After that, we go to Adam Pearce in his office. He's on the phone with somebody, and then somebody comes in his office. Who is it? It's I did it, Grayson Waller. I did it for Bob Saget. So Grayson Waller comes in and says that, you have a great guy like me on the show. How about next week? I'm going to debut my talk show, The Grayson Waller Effect. How about we have the winner of AJ versus Bobby Lashley on my show next week? So I'm just like, that's a great idea, Grayson. You're a good man. Let's make it official. So that's going to be official next week. So the Grayson Waller Effect. So Grayson's, not his in-ring debut, but his in-ring debut of his talk show. So he's going to have either Bobby Lashley or AJ on. That should be pretty fun. We already seen Grayson and AJ in NXT, where AJ won that match. Sucks, but that's good. It is what it is. So we got that. And we move on. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go back to the ring. We have Baron Snorbin Corbin taking on the in-ring debut on Smackdown of Cameron Grimes to the moon. Well, this match lasted 6 goddamn seconds, and Cameron Grimes wins with the cave-in. Goodbye. So they really, really buried Corbin. Oh, man, if I was Corbin, I would ask for my release right now. Man, 6 seconds they buried Baron Corbin? Wow. I was like, wow, 6 seconds? I thought it was 8 seconds. I counted 8 seconds, but it was 6. But still, they buried Baron Corbin tonight. Oy. So, Cameron gets his first win, albeit 6-second win. What are you going to do? So that's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. But Cameron gets his first win. I'm happy about it. Not the way it should have went, but it is what it is. That's that. Alright, there we go to the segment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Bloodline. Put up your ones in the chat, because like the Prophecy and like the Armada, we are the ones, and all those trolls are a bunch of number twos, and we take number twos on them. That's what they are, pieces of shit. That's that. Alright, so Roman comes out with the Wise Man. My name is Paul Heyman. Solo, me bookie, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. So Roman does his usual thing. Knoxville, Tennessee. Acknowledge me. So, as always, the people of Knoxville have to acknowledge him like we always do. We have to acknowledge the tribal chief. So Roman's all happy about being in Knoxville. Says the people in this ring main evented both nights of WrestleMania, which will never be done again. And he was pleased with Solo for stepping up at Backlash. But there was some worry about bringing Solo up to the main roster so fast because you can sink or swim. And Solo swam with the Sharks because he handles problems. That's what Solo does. He says, look at the Riddle problem. Handle that pretty quick, huh? He's like, you shouldn't worry. He's like, and then Solo mentions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, which has Roman pleased because Solo is still thinking ahead. So we get a Sami chant from the crowd, and Roman doesn't give two shits about that. Reigns says Sami and Kevin aren't a problem anymore, but there is a problem, and that is you, Jimmy and Jay. And he wants to know what they thought was going to happen. You thought that losing at Mania, we're not going to talk about that? Or losing 2 weeks ago when you dedicated the rematch to me? What are you, fucking stupid? We're not going to talk about it? Why are you dedicating a match to a guy like me? I'm not a tag team wrestler. I'm a singles guy. There are Hall of Fame tag teams in their family, like the Wild Samoans, and you're dedicating the match to me, not them? Come on! So Jimmy and Jay like talking, and Roman's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I want an apology. So the fans are like, no! Man, who gives a shit about the fans, what they think? So Roman's like, if I were you, I would apologize. And then Jimmy starts laughing, and Roman's like, oh, you want to laugh? Oh, we're going to do another commercial? You think I'm a clown? I'm here to amuse you? Tell me how I'm funny. And then Paul's like, uh-oh, I'm going to get out of here because some shit's about to break down. And then fans chant something, I think it was like, you fucked up or something like that. And it had to be censored, of course. And then Jay says something, we couldn't hear what he said. And he gets in between Jimmy and Roman. So Jimmy's like, it's like, we apologize. And it says, give us one more chance and we'll bring the titles back to the Bloodline. So Roman smiles. And he's like, you know what? I like that idea. And he's like, Wise Man, yes, my tribal chief? Fill him in. So Paul gets on the mic and says, a Night of Champions for the undisputed tag team belts, it's going to be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defending against, and the Usos like, oh, it's going to against us, right? Wrong. It's going to be Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. And then Jay's like, what? What? So Roman dedicates the victory and the title reign to the greatest team of all time, the Wild Samoans, his uncle and his father. So that was something, is, Roman going after the tag belts now? So everybody's like, oh, Roman 4 belts now, because he's going to win both belts, and then Solo's going to get 2 belts. And then, well, what do we do with the Usos now? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen with the Usos. The Usos are pissed. And I can guarantee you they're going to cost Solo and Roman the titles at Night of Champions. And then from there, something's going to happen with Money in the Bank. That maybe Roman will face either one of the Usos, or maybe be a 2-on-1 handicap match. Or maybe a tag team match with Roman and Solo against the Usos, and Roman will win that one. The Usos will be smashed, stacked, and pinned by the Tribal Chief, or Solo will just fuck him up. But then again, maybe Solo turns on the Tribal Chief, and we would see Roman versus Solo at SummerSlam. Eek. I don't think they're gonna do it yet. I think they're gonna build Solo up so much that he's gonna win like maybe the U.S. title, or maybe he can win Money in the Bank. Maybe. They should have put him in the world title pick with this world title tournament. He should have won it. It would have been really funny, but I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. So at Night of Champions, I don't know why this is even going to happen at Night of Champions with what Kevin doesn't like going to Saudi Arabia at all. Sammy is Syrian, so he has religious beliefs. That's why he hasn't been at in Saudi Arabia for the last few times they've been in Saudi Arabia. So I don't know how this match is going to work unless it gets changed and it happens maybe like the SmackDown before that. Then maybe Roman and Solo win the belts. Roman becomes Roman 4 belts, and then at Night of Champions, you have the match that should happen. I think should happen. It'd be Roman and Solo defending against the Usos. And Roman could lose the belts, and he's still the champ. He's still the world champion. Unless they want to do like, oh, let's put all the belts on the line. Like, no. Keep the belt on Roman for another year. I don't care if he loses the tag belts and he has like a 1-day reign. I don't care. He wins 4 belts, and then maybe Solo and Roman win. Solo win the belts, and then we see Roman on Raw. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I think the logical answer is that Roman and Solo are going to probably lose thanks to the Usos. I don't know how they're going to do this match in Saudi Arabia, like I said, with Sami and Kevin's beliefs and everything. They don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. Unless they change their mind. And we got 2 weeks, so I don't know what's going to happen next week. On Raw, it's on Raw. I think it's on... No, next week, we got a face-to-face between these two teams, between Sami and Kevin and Roman and Solo. So Roman's going to be on Smackdown next week. That's always nice. So I don't know how this is going to play out. I really don't. With Sami and Kevin don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. Do they tape? I mean, they're going to tape Smackdown probably that weekend in wherever state they're going to be in. So it's going to be a double Smackdown taping because the May 26th episode, May 26th episode of Smackdown is going to be taped. So it's not going to be live because they're going to be in Saudi Arabia already. So next week will be live. The following week will be taped. And then the Friday after that, which is I think the June 2nd or June 3rd, SmackDown will be back to live. So I would think that next week they have the face-to-face, and then something happens. Like we hear that they're gonna change the match to the May 20. It's gonna happen May 26th, not May 27th. Or what I think they should do is at the face-to-face, the Usos come out and say, whoever wins, we got next. Then you have Roman and Solo win on the 26th. Then either lose on the 27th. You keep Sami and Kevin can stay away from Saudi Arabia for another year. And then you have Roman and Solo versus Jimmy and Jay. Jimmy and Jay can win the belts for the ninth time. I mean, Roman still looks strong. He still has the world title. But maybe have Solo eat the pin instead of Roman eating the pin because he hasn't been pinned in like 2-3 years. So, and then maybe on the next SmackDown, Roman maybe you could plant the seeds of Roman's pissed off at Solo. Maybe you just try to do that. We'll see. But it looks like the seeds are being planted for the Usos to go on their own. and being kicked out of the bloodline after they screw Roman. They screw Roman in. Well, if it does happen, let's say, just hypothetically saying, but we'll see. We'll see. But the seeds are kind of planted for that, for a turn by the Usos to happen. But we'll see. Let me move on. All right, so I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, there we go. There we go to the back with Kayla Braxton looking hot as always, and she brings in Damage Control. Bailey, don't give me a hug. Dakota Kai and my third wife Io, looking hot as always. They're ready to win the women's tag team belts because their match is coming up next against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Io's not thrilled about that. You know, Bailey's like, it's like Io should have been Raw Women's Champion. Do you think? But it's like she's like, I take full responsibility for that. Io's like, you bitch. You can tell Io was pissed. And when Io is pissed, look out. I know personally. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, we stay in the back where we see the Usos. They walk up to the LWO. We see Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild and the lovely Samina Vega. They're there, they're laughing up a storm, and then the Usos come in. The Usos think they're laughing at them, so they start George X like, "Well, kick your ass! I'm gonna kick. How about if I punch you right in the face?" Like Jimmy and Jay were like, well, ready to beat them up. And then Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar come in and laugh like, "Oh, you guys lost!" And then look like they were about to fight, and Jay's like, "Son of a bitch!" And then him and Jimmy leave. And then we find out that a match was made for next week. Jimmy and Jay take on Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. So we got that next week on the program. And that's pretty much it. Also next week we got, well, I'll get to that in a minute. We got that match. We got the face-to-face between Cesarico and Roman and Solo. And we got another match that I'll get to in just a second. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get to the women's tag team belts. Damage Control, Bailey and Dakota Kai taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So it starts out with Raquel powering Dakota Kai into the corner. Liv Morgan comes in for a running shot in the corner, followed by the same to Raquel. Then we see Ista Dawn and Alba Fire, the NXT Women's Champions, in the back looking on. There might be a unification match coming up. We'll see. Bailey comes in with a clothesline for the fall. We go to break. We come back. Raquel fights out of trouble. Gets the hot tag to Liv Morgan. And then Raquel uses Liv as a battering ram. And Liv is waving at the fans doing the whole thing. Like, oh, I'm in a battering ram. Look at me. Hey, look at me. Like, what are you doing? That was weird. Anyway, Dakota Kai managed to come off the top with a meteor powerbomb, but looked like she tweaked her knee. Uh-oh. And she knows a thing or two about knee injuries. And then Bailey, it was a meteor powerbomb from Bailey combination to plant Liv for a very near fall, 2.999995. And then Io gets on. Bailey tells Io to get one of the other women's tag team belts. While on the other side of the ring, Dakota has the other half of the belt, and Io tries to hit Raquel with it, but Raquel cuts her off and sends Bailey into Io, knocking her off the apron. And then Liv Morgan rolls up Dakota Kai with a handful of panties. 1, 2, 3. Still, your women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, in under 9 minutes. Match was alright. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. But I think Io is going to be very upset next Friday night on Smackdown. And I would not dare to say Bailey versus Io at Night of Champions or on Smackdown. It's coming. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go to the back where we have Sheamus Fella along with Ridge Holland and Butch. Sheamus is all upset with his loss in the world title tournament to Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. So Ridge Holland is trying to calm him down. It's like, oh, my friend, let's go to the pub and drink some beer, mate. So Ridge Holland is trying to calm him down, and then the Yes Boys, Pretty Deadly, come in. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. I like how he said Kit Wilson. He emphasized his name, Kit Wilson. That was fun. So they have like a questionnaire, or I don't know what it was that they were filling out. So they introduce themselves to the Brawling Brutes, and they're filling out forms to figure out who everyone is. I guess that was. And then they kind of make fun of the Brutes, and like Butch wants to fight because that's how he is, and Ridge Holland has to stop him along with Sheamus. And then, they're not pleased with Pretty Deadly's insulting them. And then next week, we got a match between Ridge Holland and Butch, taking on the Yes Boys. So the in-ring debut of Pretty Deadly next week. I can't wait to see what their fit is. They had a good fit tonight. Elton Prince was in overalls, looked pretty nice, and Elton Prince in a nice shirt, looking good. Their fit is so good. Because you know why? Because they go to the Men's Warehouse. And when you go to the Men's Warehouse, ladies and gentlemen, which is always our sponsor, when you go there, you want to look good for your lady, you just want to look good, period. But some of you people, oh boy, you need to look good, because you look like ugly rats and with 3 teeth, and this, just disgusting. You need a whole makeover. You need a shave. You need to take a shower, because you probably haven't taken a shower in 5 years. That's why you can't get laid, because you look like shit. I don't have that problem. I look good. I mean, I took a shower earlier, and I still look good. I gotta shave a little bit, because, the manly beard is coming, so I gotta shave again. I usually have to shave every week or two. A lot of people like my beard to grow in. Look like old man, like Grizzly Adams, old man Gilmore, when I used to be old man Gilmore, now old man Joseph. But, people, a lot of people, even the trolls, like me with my manly beard. But, I don't like it to grow too much, because it's a bitch to freaking shave. But I'm in the process of getting a new shaver pretty soon. So, there's one I think I saw, it's for like $20-$30. It shaves everything. You get a good clean shave, you can shave your fucking head, you can shave your chest hair, you can shave your dick hair. It's not like Manscaped, but you can shave your legs and everything. You can look clean. Clean with no body hair. You can shave your underarms. So, I'm in the process of getting that. Probably getting it sometime after Memorial Day, or maybe in June or July. I will be getting a new shaver, because the one I have is not so good now. And I don't want to waste $20 to $25 to get a shave from the barbershop every week. I got bills to pay. Come on now. But we will have that. All right, so next week we got the in-ring debut of the Yes Boys against Ridge Holland and Butch of the Brawling Brutes. Should be a good match, and we'll see what happens. I hope the Yes Boys get the win, because they want to have their in-ring debut and a loss. God. All right, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get to Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion. She comes out for a orange and white, because she's in her hometown at the University of Tennessee, where she graduated from. So she's out for a championship celebration, because she is now the longest reigning women's champion of the modern era. Well, not of all time, because that's Trish Stratus' area. Anyway, she gets in the ring, she gets on the mic, but before she can say anything, the lovely Asuka comes back. She comes back after we haven't seen her since Mania. Asuka comes out, and she looks great, no makeup. And you can tell she has the mist in her mouth, because she didn't say anything. She just comes in, looks at Bianca, smiles, and a little moving around and a little bit. Then she has like green gloves on. I'm like, why green gloves? I'm like, what was that supposed to be for? So she puts out her hand to Bianca. You know, maybe like say, oh, congratulations on being the longest reigning women's champion in history. So Bianca, being stupid, too stupid, shakes her hand, and then Asuka pulls her in and blows the blue mist right in her face. And I think, you know, WWE is righting the wrong for what should have happened at Mania, and that's Asuka end the reign of terror. So they maybe they'll give Asuka the belt at Night of Champions. But so Bianca's all covered in blue mist. She freaking sold the blue mist. Great acting, great selling job. She's like, I'm like, God damn, calm down. Calm down, Bianca. Take it easy. She sold the crap out of it, and then we see like referees and the trainers coming out, the doctors and the medics coming out, trying to calm down Bianca. I like how Asuka went on Twitter and said, "Ooh, I had those spicy ghost peppers or something like that." I was like, really? That's a spicy blue mist. And it was Kool-Aid. I didn't know you can get Kool-Aid to be that spicy. Don't figure that one out. So anyway, we get that, and we end the segment. So it was rushed, though. You could tell it was rushed. So I think Bianca was supposed to say something about being the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era. And then Asuka was going to come out, maybe say something, and then blow the mist in her face. Or just come out and do nothing. But anyway, it was okay. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. We go to break. We come back. Bianca's in the locker room, still selling like crazy the blue mist in the face. Now freaking doctors like doing really bad acting, like, calm down, Bianca. We're trying to help you. What's my line? Stupid freaking medics. You know they were fake. They were actors. They were like indie stars, you know, portraying a medic. But anyway, it looks like we're gonna get Bianca Belair versus Asuka 2 at Night of Champions, and I hope they do it right this time. Asuka should be the one to beat Bianca. Let Asuka win it, hold it for a couple months, and then maybe Bianca gets it back at SummerSlam. But I'd love to see Asuka and Io go at it. Oh, the promos would be... They will all be Japanese. We would not know what they're saying, but Asuka would be like, Baka! Baka! And Io would just like be like, Beach! Remember that from War Games? That was hilarious. That segment was hilarious with then normal Asuka, happy-go-lucky Asuka, and then Io just like giving a shit. Beach! Baka! I still have that on my favorites. I still have it on my community post. It's like what Io and Asuka say to the trolls. They call them bakas, which means idiot in Japanese. And Io just calling trolls bitches. That's what they are. Little fucking bitches. That have dead channels. And make 6,000 fake accounts that think they're great. I don't care about my channel. I don't care about my channel. I'll make another one. I'm like, yeah, you use your other 6,000 accounts. No, that's against terms of services, right? Dumbass. I really wish they enacted that. It's like you can't have more than 4 accounts. I wouldn't care. I'll get rid of my Metal Guy channel. I would take out my Shadows Lake channel and just put I'll keep the Rand channel. I keep Kill Demons and keep my Peter Joseph channel. I keep probably keep my Metal Guy channel, and then I have to see what I can do with my Metal Guy channel and my Shadow Slayer channel. That's five channels. I have to cut one down, so I'll probably get rid of the Shadow Slayer channel, and then put Metal God as my backup Shadow Slayer channel. But I don't know what I would name it though. I just keep it Metal God, but keep the TSL name on it. But we'll see. Whenever that day comes, which probably will never come, but you know. But I like to space out my content. So, you know, a lot of people are like, why don't you just have one channel with all the content? I mean, I could, but I like to space it out. That's why this channel is basically Raw, SmackDown, Ring of Honor, and Rampage, but soon it will be Collision. When Collision starts, your Collision reviews will be on Saturday, and Battle of the Belts as well. Got that. And on my Peter Joseph channel is basically Dynamite and NXT. So we got all that. And then my Rants channel is just Rants. Metal God is my tribute videos to the faithful departed, and I do a little bit of music videos on there too. And the Shadow Slayer is just basically vlogs and prediction videos. So I like to space my content out. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. That's pretty much it. Alright, so Asuka missed Bianca. Bianca with a great selling job. And looks like we're going to get that match at Night of Champions and a rematch from Mania for the Raw Women's Championship. You know, it should be the Smackdown Women's Championship. I don't know if they're ever going to switch those belts. But I guess the Women's Championships are going to be going back and forth on, you know, we'll see Rhea on SmackDown and Bianca on Raw. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening, the finals, the semifinals, I should say, of the SmackDown side of the tournament. We have AJ Styles taking on Bobby Lashley. The winner gets Seth Rollins at Night of Champions for the World Heavyweight Championship. This was a pretty good match. Felt like Bobby versus AJ back in TNA. So Lashley comes out, still has a big, humongous knot on his head, and busted wide open again during the match. So it starts with Bobby trying to back AJ in the corner. AJ bobs and weaves away. And then AJ gets caught in the corner, gets some elbows to the neck as Bobby takes over. They go to the outside. Lashley sends AJ into the ring post. Ow. And we go to break. We come back. AJ grabs the calf crusher, then switches to a DDT for a near fall. Lashley then muscles AJ up with a lifting downward spiral for a near fall. Interesting. But his knee might have gave out. Uh-oh. AJ hits the sliding forearm but misses a charge. Gets locked in the hurt lock. But he goes to the ropes to break the hold. We see Lashley's busted wide open again. AJ's able to send Lashley into the ring post shoulder first. And then he knocks his head into it for an added bonus with a running knee strike. So open up that wound even more. Man, I feel bad for Lashley. He's going to get stitched up and he's going to have a big knot on his head tonight going to sleep. Anyway, AJ goes for the phenomenal form, gets cut off as back in the ring. And then Lashley picks him up, hits the running power slam for a near fall. Then he looks to put AJ away. He goes for the spear and hits the ring post again. And then AJ goes outside and he hits the phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles is your winner. He is the SmackDown representative for Night of Champions. He will take on Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be a great match between two great guys. So this match between Bobby and AJ, I thought it was pretty good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. About a 12-minute match. Nothing great. So that's pretty much it. So we run down the Night of Champions card that we have right now. We have Brock versus Cody 2. We have Roman and Solo versus Steen Jericho for the tag team belts. Looks like we got Asuka versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. I think we have a couple other matches that have been announced. But Looks like I think they said they got 4 or 6 matches already announced. But anyway, we got that. So that was that. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, AJ walks up the ramp, looks at the World Heavyweight Championship, and then we have the OC, Mia Yim, and the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. They come out to hug AJ, congratulate him. So nice way to end the show. So I would not be surprised if we see AJ on Raw this Monday night to basically do a 2 weeks build up to their match. So we can see AJ on Raw and then Seth on Smackdown this week and next week. We'll see what happens with that. But like I said, that match should be a freaking banger. Can't wait for that. So that's it for SmackDown. SmackDown was pretty damn good. I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comment section. Continue to smash that like button to death. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Thank you for the sub. And if you're just tuning in now, you're just new on YouTube, or you're just floating around. You see my gorgeous, sexy face. You want to sub? Then sub to this channel, my other 4 channels, which are down in the description box. Show your love and support. And that's pretty much it. You can leave a comment if you want after the video, or at any time in my other videos. Don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But you got to be real. If you're not, you can go to hell and die. And that's pretty much it. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a beat. So if you're new, hit the bell if you want to get more. And if you want to see past videos, go to my video section, my shorts section, and my live section, where you can watch my new videos and my past videos. And you can like them, you can comment on them. Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. That's pretty much it. So, once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for SmackDown. It's a pretty good show. And we'll see what happens this Monday night on Monday Night Raw. As we're 2 weeks away from tonight, we got Night of Champions. Should be a good show. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So, that's Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. Saturday, we got Night of Champions. We got Roman's 1,000-day reign as champ. That'll be a great day. Maybe Roman wins the tag team belts with Solo, becomes Roman 4 belts. We'll see. Or did the Usos cost them? Did this match even happen in Saudi Arabia? We don't know. We'll have to see what happens with Sami and Kevin next week on the program in their face-to-face. And that's pretty much it. So, alright, so once again, for the final time, 6.5 out of 10 stars for SmackDown. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Or you can do a video reply if you wish. So that's it. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you to David! Thank you to David and Real Guys for Rally for coming in. Good little chat. And for anybody else who watched, thank you for free views, assholes. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. So I'm out of here. I will be back tomorrow night for Rampage. I'm not gonna go this long. I might go live tomorrow night after Rampage goes off the air. I'll be out for most of the day for Mother's Day, because I'm celebrating Mother's Day early with my mom. So, and then me and Rosa will be out for the evening. They'll probably stay over my mom's for most of the day. And then, we're gonna go out, and then we're gonna come back and stay in my mom's for a little bit, have dinner, and then we're gonna come back later tomorrow night. So that's that. So tomorrow night, probably about 1 o'clock, we might go live for a little bit, talk about Rampage, and anything that happened during the day. We'll talk about that, and then get into the Rampage review, and that'll be it. And then Sunday, I might do another live video for TSL 65. I'll talk about the Niners schedule, the Jets schedule, the Giants and Jets schedule. So do a little preliminary football talk, and then that'll probably be it. I might go live on on Sunday. I might go live. I don't know. But I think I probably just keep it simple and try to do like about a 30-minute video talking about that on TSL 65, and that'll be it. And then TSL 66 will be on Monday afternoon, talking about what I did on Mother's Day. So a little Mother's Day vlog on TSL 66, and then Monday night, late Monday night, your Monday Night Raw review. So same thing you'll be getting. That's it. So I'm not trying to do videos every day. I try to take a couple of days off, but take most of the day off and then come back with a video. But trying to take some time off here and there so get to recharge my batteries. But like I said, pretty soon I will be taking a month off of YouTube to go on vacation and go on my mental vacation as well, my mental health vacation. So I'll be doing that pretty damn soon. It will happen. So for those people who think it's not going to happen, it's going to happen. So for all my faithful subscribers here, when I do go, if you don't see me for about a month, don't worry, I will be back probably either in late June or sometime in July. But I will be around still on YouTube. I'll update you guys from my vacation. I'll give you some community posts. I might do a short here and there. I might do a small video from my locale, and just keep you filled in for what we're gonna do. But follow me on Twitter. I will be doing. I won't be live tweeting for Raw and Smackdown because I won't be watching it. I will watch some of the highlights because I do have the WWE YouTube channel. I'm sub to that, so I will be watching Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all that stuff. So and I get the results on my phone. So I will. I might do a community post with my thoughts on Raw, on Twitter I'll just give quick thoughts on Twitter with my ratings and everything. As far as predictions go, we'll see what happens later on this month with the Double or Nothing 5, NXT Battleground, and Night of Champions. We'll see. Forbidden Door is up in the air because I may or may not be around for that. We'll see. Money in the Bank, I may be around the New York City area, I may not. We'll see. But if I don't do the predictions either live on YouTube, I will put my predictions up on my community tab on my respective channels that I do my predictions on TSL. So we have that, and that's it. Reviews, I'll do reviews on my community posts as well, or I might do, if I get any free time, I would do a quickie video just giving my thoughts on the pay-per-view that I missed. But I will not be watching Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Rampage, or even Collision live. I'll just get the results and then give you my thoughts and opinions on Twitter or maybe in a community post down below. But most of the time I'll be out of commission from doing videos because I want to take some time off and just clear my head and get to a better frame of mind. And I kind of need a vacation because, I'm kind of running on fumes, and I just want to get away from YouTube for a while. So it'll be about a month, maybe a little over a month vacation, time off from YouTube. But I will be around. I won't leave you guys hanging in the cold. So I will be around. I'll still be watching videos and commenting here and there. Not too much, but we'll see what happens with that. But when I come back, we're gonna go back to our normal schedule. Not every day. I'm gonna be on. Probably go back to every other day. I'm gonna do my reviews and everything. Might go live the same night, same day. We'll see what happens with that. But probably I would say in either late June or July, we'll be back to our normal schedule, and we're gonna keep going through the summer, going into the fall and the winter, and everything will be peachy clean as we go through the rest of 2023 and going into 2024. we'll have in August we'll have the 14-year anniversary. We may go live for that. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully I can get a lot of people. I'm not gonna do StreamYards. I don't even like StreamYard anymore. I don't even use it anymore. But never say never. I might use StreamYard in the future to do, videos if I feel like it, But most of the time, I'm just gonna do YouTube Live. And I know you can use YouTube Live now. You can it's like StreamYard now. You can bring people on and invite people. I don't know how you invite people. I never use it, so I don't want to use it. So, I mean, I'm not gonna try it out and use it because I don't know how to use it. So, but we have that option of having people on YouTube Live. But I think it works almost the same way as StreamYard. I don't think you have to pay for anything, but I have to see with that. But we'll see what happens in the future with that. But we will be going live for my 14-year anniversary, and we'll talk. We'll do some wrestling news. We'll talk about the past and the present, and maybe what's going to happen in the next 14 years on YouTube if I'm here that long on YouTube. But we'll see, because I might retire. But that 1 month break is temporary for now. But when I do move out of Casa del Gilmore, I will be moving away. And when I do, I will be away for a little bit, because I gotta move, and then I won't have internet. I won't have much internet access until I get to where I'm gonna be moving to. And I think most of you probably know where I might move to. So when I get everything set up, the internet set up, and the computer set up, and everything else, you guys will, I'll keep you guys updated when I do regarding that. And when I'm back up and operational, we will go at it from a new location, and it's gonna be great. And we shall see what happens with that. But that's maybe a couple years down the line. But we'll see what happens. It might be sooner, might be later, but pretty soon, you won't be seeing me in this locale for a while. So, when I do move, Casa del Gilmore will be gone, and I will be in a new location. But might not be. I might move down. I might move down south. I might move down, to the West Coast. I don't know, but may not be living there for a while. I might be living there for a couple years, and then I will move back up to New York, because I'm thinking about when my parents die, I might move into their house, my old house when I grew up in. I might take over that house, but we'll see. I'd rather live in Florida because it's warmer. I don't want to move back to the same shit in New York City. Move everything back to New York. It's going to be a pain in the ass, and I have to take more time off. But you got to do what you got to do when you get to the future, when everything happens with that. But probably going to be in the next... the first move will probably be in the next couple of years. I would say another 2, maybe 4 years before I make the first move. And then the second move, when I move back to New York, probably be, I would say, 10, maybe 15 years from now. But it's a long time away. We got a long time to go, but yeah. So I'm gonna move away, and then I'm gonna come back to New York to live out the rest of my life with hopefully with Rosa and with my stepdaughter, my grandson. It's gonna be a good time, and my grandson's gonna be older. We'll see what happens with all that. But So I will be taking some time off in the future. Might be a month, might be 2 months, but I will be back. I'm not leaving for good. Even if tragedy happens and when my parents pass away, I might take a month off. Just to mourn and everything. Because I don't want to. My mom dies and I'm like back in a day or two or a week or two, but I would take about a month, maybe 2 months off. I might take a year off to mourn, because my mom dies, it's gonna hit me very hard, and my dad dies, it's gonna hit me hard too, but not as bad as my mom when she passes away. So got that, and I'm not thinking about it right now, but you know, it's in the back of my head. So, but I'm not leaving YouTube for now. But probably when I get a little bit more older, I would say maybe when I get into my mid 50s, maybe when I'm 60, you know, because Rose will be in her 70s, and I'm gonna think about, you know, our health and everything. So I might not be on YouTube so much when I get in my 60s, my 50s or 60s. But we shall see what happens. I'm 46 now. You know, I'm not in great health, but I'm in good spirits, and you know, a lot of good things coming your way in the future for this year, going into 2024, 25, 26. As long as YouTube's still around, because you never know when YouTube can end. So, and there are other websites you can go on, like Odyssey and Dailymotion and Rumble and Tumblr, Twitch. But, you know, not thinking about that at the moment, but you never know. That's pretty much it. Alright, I said enough for now. Thank you all for watching. Once again, thank you to David and Will West for Rowdy for coming in, and everybody else who watched, thank you for the free view. And that's pretty much it. So I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cookoot. And if you're not down with that, I'm sorry. You can't do anything about it, because if you're not down with that, and not down with me, you're not down with the prophecy and the Armada, and everybody else that I'm affiliated with, not down with us, then we all got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be nice to your mom on Sunday, or if you're doing it tomorrow, do it tomorrow. If you're doing Sunday, do it Sunday. Take your mom out to brunch, take her out to dinner. Be nice to your mom, get some flowers, get a card, do whatever you gotta do to make Mother's Day a great day for your mom. Even cook dinner, do whatever you gotta do with your mom, because that's the woman that gave us life and made us the people that we are today. And that's pretty much it. So I will have fun with my mom tomorrow for lunch and dinner. Gonna have a good time, and I will be back tomorrow night live for Rampage on this channel. And then I will be back on Sunday with my video about the NFL schedule. And then we'll be back on Monday night. We'll be live again right here on the channel with your Monday Night Raw review. So the train continues to go, but we're not stopping until we go on vacation for a little bit. So we'll make a pit stop along the way, going into the summer. We'll make a pit stop. We'll come right back. We'll be back on the tracks, back on the road to 2024, and that's pretty much it. All right, everybody, I gotta go. It's 3:39 in the morning, so I'm gonna get out of here. You should too. If you're in the Northeast, if you're in the West Coast, then maybe think about going to bed. That's pretty much it. So I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Until next time, peace. Ha! Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next time.